Morning. I'm over Shustoke. Is it Shustoke Lakes or Shustoke Lake? I think it is. No, it's not. Lee Marston. The plan has already gone to crap this morning. The original plan was to go to Kozel and take some photos of this old dead tree with two fields either side of it, which I've took before. I'll show you now the photo that I took. But I wanted to try and capture it a different time of year, and I thought I just needed a change anyway, so I thought that's what I'd do this morning. But when I woke up this morning, the sky was absolutely dull as anything. It was just completely grey, no clouds, just grey. So I thought I'm not going to bother, because it's probably about a 30-minute walk to get to it from where you park your car, and I thought it's just not worth it for the way the clouds were. So I've decided that I'd come over to, where am I again? Lee Marston. Lee Marston. Yeah, Lee Marston Lakes. And see if I can see the kingfishers, because I've seen kingfishers flying up and down quite a lot in the past when I've been here. But the grass is that overgrown now, you can't actually see the water. I've actually just found this one little spot where I can actually get to the water. There's a little bit more up there which I'm going to try before I head back, but I'm not going to carry on walking because it's just pointless. I just can't get to the water anywhere all the way down. So, waste of time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a photo of this, I think it's called is it a weir? As I wanted to go out and do some kind of landscape photography, I thought, well, I'm not really going to get much better than that here today. So I'm going to have a go at that. I've took a few photos so far, but mainly of insects, dragonflies, spiders, and I think that's it. Oh, and I took a couple of photos of a grebe nesting. I managed to get quite low down to the water, but there was a lot of sticks where the grebe was actually nesting, going all over its face, so they're not going to turn out brilliant. So I'm going to crack on with this shot, see what happens. Well, I've took those shots, pretty much photos really, just there's no real like main subject. I know it's the weir, but pretty boring. I took some shots focusing on the trees to the left, some trees right in the background, actually on the weir itself, and then a bit on the foreground, which I'll probably try and see if any of that needs stacking. I think I shot at f16 to try and get it mostly in focus anyway. ISO 100, manual focusing. I was hoping to try and get some of the damselflies that are flying around up and down, but every time I went to take the shot there was nothing there. So I'm going to move on. I think there's just have a look, see if there's anything up there, and then I'll probably head round. There's another pool at the back. I'll go and head round, see if I can take any kind of shot round there, and then I think I'm going to head back over to where the kingfisher is supposed to be, up by Amsall, because it's back that way anyway. And I'm toying with the idea of just popping into Lady Walk just to see if I can see the cuckoo again. We'll see how long it takes me to get round. Okay, so I've just walked up probably, I don't know, 50 metres. I've come to this kind of like bank on the river. And I kind of like this little shot here with this pool and the water going down. It's not brilliant, but it's a bit different. I think I'm gonna have a go. I think I might try it on the A7 IV, and then I might swap over to the A6 400 and use a polarizing filter on it, just to see if I can get some kind of depth into the water, because I haven't got one for my Sigma lens yet, a polarizer. But I'm going to be selling one of my lenses that I don't use. I've got a macro lens for my A6 400 and I just don't use it anymore. I did use it the other day, but I don't like it, if I'm honest. It's I don't think it's very sharp, and I haven't had one good result out of it. So is it MBP? They said they'd give me £110 for it, which is a good deal really, considering I think I only paid £160 for 2 lenses off eBay. So I'm happy with that, and I'll just get a polarizing filter for my Sigma lens. So I'm gonna have a mess around with this shot. Oh look, nice herons coming in. Don't know if you got that. So yeah, I'll have a look what that turns out like. I've spent about half hour here swapping over through different cameras and using different filters. I don't think it's going to come out how I want it to really. I can't get the kind of reflection that I want and get some background in. I just can't get it all in. I don't know if it's just me being a plonker or the fact I've had no practice in landscape photography for a while. In my head I know what I'm doing, but I just can't get it to work. But I'm not going to give up. I'm going to have one more go, because I'm just not happy with what I've took. There should be a way I can get that kind of reflection in there and get a bit of the background in that I want. I don't know if it's the positioning where I can't get to the left to get the background in. One more go. Well, I think that's me done, folks. There's as usual, nothing here. I was, like I said earlier, trying to get close to the river so I could get some see if I could see the kingfishers, but I can't get anywhere near it apart from where I took those shots of the water. And I stayed up there for a good 45 minutes, and that's where I've seen them fly past before, and I've never seen anything today. So I don't know, I really don't. I've actually brought my drone with me today, and I keep thinking, should I take my drone up, should I take my drone up? But I keep seeing a couple of buzzards flying around, and every time I think, yeah, I'm going to get it out, I look up and they're above me, so I don't really want to risk them taking my drone out. And it's a little bit windy. It's not too bad, but if you look at the top of the trees, every now and then they really start going, which is not very good for my drone. I've only got the DJI Mini 2, so it's not the best in windy conditions. I mean, it'll probably be okay today, but for what's here and for the fact the buzzards are around, it's not really worth the hassle. So I'm going to head back. I'm already kind of heading back, and like I said, I'm going to go up to where the kingfisher is on that little pool. I've got to get lucky sooner or later, so I'm just going to pop in there. It's on the way back anyway, and fingers crossed I'll get a shot. But again, another disappointing week really, but the birds are just not around anymore. I mean, I don't think I've seen any birds today apart from the buzzards. I've seen a couple of sparrows just flit between some bushes, and that's all I've seen. So that's it, folks, until next week. Obviously, unless I catch the kingfisher, which if I do, I'll leave it behind. I'll leave it here now. If I don't, thanks for watching. Until next time.